students, I am Professor Reshma Shinde. Welcomes you in our new session of Production Management, Planning and Control. So students, in last lecture, we discussed about the product layout. So in today's lecture, we're going to discuss on the fixed position layout. So in last session, we discussed about product layout. Product layout means the arrangement of machineries, equipment, and all required facilities for production of a particular product. So the process or arrangement is in a sequence which helps to forward movement of a material, and there will be the no any backward movement of whatever material fed in the production process. So product layout is according to the process required for the production of a particular product. So in today's lecture, you're going to learn what is meant by fixed position layout. So I think from the name itself is a self-explanatory. From the name, you can understand that what it means fixed position layout. So for fixed position layout, we also called it as a stationary layout. Stationary means it's a fixed. So the position of a layout is a fixed, or we can say it is a immovable layout. So it's a fixed position layout, or we also call it as a stationary layout. In a fixed position layout, all the equipments, materials and labors are moved around the product which going to manufacture. So we can say that in a fixed position layout, the whatever product we going to produce is fixed at a particular position, and the material, equipments and labors required for production of that product is move around the product. So it is not a fixed of a layout, so it's a fixed of a product. So product is fixed and layout moved around the product which going to produce. So I think it is clear that in a fixed position layout is not a fix, but the product which we going to produce is a fixed, and whatever the material, equipment and labors are required for production of that product is move around the product. So all the facilities around one fixed workstation. So there is a fixed workstation, or we can say there is a fixed product, and all the required facilities are around to the particular product. So this is a diagram from which you can understand that it is a project or it is a product which we going to produce, that is the project site, or we can say it may be the ship production. So as you know that the size of ship is very large, so it is not possible that the movement of ship or movement of all the raw material required for production is move around the layout. So it is fixed at a center, and whatever the required material is going to supply to that center. So best example of a fixed position layout is a ship building, or even in a road construction, or we can say aeroplane building. So these examples are the best for a fixed position layout. So in a manufacturing of this product, it may be in ship production or it may be in aeroplane production. I think you may seen that the aeroplane is fixed at center, or it fixed at a particular position, and the human required, then all the material required, all the energy required are moved, it goes to the project and it going to be completed. So from this diagram you can see that the suppliers from the top side, it going to supply to that project site. So whatever suppliers, whatever the material, whatever the raw material required, it going to supply that project site. Then human resources, so human resources itself goes to the production center and it done their work at that center. Then material resources, so material also move to the project site. Then whatever energy required, then transportation, all the materials required, it transported to the project site or to the place where we going to manufacture a product. So when we can use a fixed position layout, so it is clear that when a size of product is very big and unique. So as I told that if we going to manufacture a ship, or if we going to manufacture a plane, the product size is big, so it is somewhat difficult to move that product from one resources to another resources, so it causes the damage, or it causes the some other adverse effect. So that's why the product is fixed at particular position, and whatever the material required, it move towards the center. So this types of layout is suitable for the product which is in a big size and which is in a unique product. Then advantages of a fixed position layout. So in a fixed position layout, the investment is relatively less. Yeah, as I told that all the material required is moved towards the center, moves toward the site of the project. So initial investment in a building or in a resources or in a supplying of raw material is less, because there is not any fixed layout. So every times according to the requirement of a product, it going to change. So investment is relatively high because product size is big, and whatever the machineries required are in a less size, so it is a less investment required for a fixed position layout. Then labor and machines can be used for different operations. So as I told that the site is a fixed, product is a fixed at a particular center, and machinery, resources, equipments all required are moved toward that centers. So after the completion of that product, or after the ready of that product, whatever the labor resources, whatever the machineries they have, they can use that machinery to the different operations other than that products, because it is a movable, it is a move from one place to another place. So it is a one of the advantages of fixed position layout, that is the labor and machines which we can use in another purpose, or we can use it for a different production. Then work in process is negligible. Yes, when we produce a small products, or when we produce the another product, the work in process is high, because there is a different processes which assemble the main product. But in fixed position, we only focus on a particular product and we move around that product, so work in process in that production process is very negligible. Along with advantages, there are some disadvantages also in a fixed position layout. So first one is material handling cost is high. As I told, in a fixed position layout, whatever material, whatever resources, whatever human beings, then whatever the transportation or whatever the energy required for production, it moves from its place to the site of the project, or towards the project where product going to the manufacturer. So there is a higher handling cost, or we can say there is a higher transportation cost, because it move from one place to another place. And when that product is finished, that product is ready, again that material has to move towards the their main location, or towards their another production center. So there is a higher handling cost. Then special purpose equipments are required. So it is very obvious that the product is a very big in size, it is a unique products which manufacture, which developed in a fixed position layout. So for this purpose, it required the special purpose equipments. So without that special purpose equipments, we cannot manufacture the product which is unique in a nature. Then layout changes with change in product. As I told, in a fixed position layout, the product is fixed and layout moves around the product. So the examples of fixed position layout is the shipbuilding, then road construction, then aeroplane building. So every times the product is different, every time the requirement of a customer is different. So the always it required to the change in a layout, or to change the machineries, or to change the resources required for that product. So it is a layout which changes according to the product. Then process time is very high. So in a fixed position layout, the product is fixed and it is a unique product and it is a big in size product. So whatever time required for manufacturing that product is very high. So we can call it is a high process time, or it required a more time for manufacturing particular product. So students, in today's lecture we discuss about the fixed position layout. So fixed position layout means a layout in which a product is fixed at a particular site and whatever material required for manufacturing that product is moved around that product. So students, I hope you understand what is meant by fixed position layout, then where we can use the fixed position layout and advantages and disadvantages of fixed position layout. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, you have any queries, then you can contact me. In the next lecture we will discuss on a new type of layout. So thank you.